Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. And Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, Long Island's largest rock salt provider and a provider of everything you need to get through whatever winter storms we have ahead of us this winter season. So far, except for the December storm, obviously, it's been very quiet. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, 631-756-1125 for the best prices in town, omnitruevalue.com. And we're going to have a warm day today overall, relatively speaking. I mean, given the time of year, temperatures climbing up into the mid and upper 40s is warm. And we are going to see lower 50s as you head down into southern New Jersey, upper 40s, and even some lower 50s southern Pennsylvania down into Maryland. Now, we do have a strong cold front that is headed eastward, and you can see the signature on the satellite this morning, that big swirl that is sitting, looks like it's centered south and west of Chicago, somewhere in southern Iowa. And on the back side of this, we continue to see blizzard conditions in many locations throughout the east central plains and on up into parts of Minnesota, and also seeing some snow and some wind even into parts of western Wisconsin. Now, all of this is going to be moving slowly east, and that giant arm that extends from the low across the eastern Great Lakes and down through the Appalachians, that is going to lift northward. We're going to see the low die out, the main system to the west die out, and a new center develop as it moves to the northeast, and that's going to enhance shower activity and bring us eventually some rainfall for the first time in almost in 11 days. We are looking at the radar this morning, and this is as of 8:30 Eastern time. You can see that arm of showers. Doesn't look overly impressive at the moment, but we're expecting this to gradually gain some momentum as it moves to the east. It does certainly suggest that we are going to see very little in terms of shower activity during the day today. It's going to take some time for this system to move far enough eastward to get us into that arm, and it doesn't seem to be doing it with any bit of a hurry. There's your low center sitting in eastern Iowa. You can see the gradient on the backside is very tight. Temperatures in the 20s and lower 30s. Usually in most winters, or say let's say a typical winter, you would expect to see temperatures probably in the single digits to below zero on the backside of a storm like this. But the lack of Arctic air is telling. We do have some polar air, but that is not the same quality as Arctic air. And yes, it will turn colder once the system goes by, but we're still waiting for any kind of connection up into northern Canada, and it doesn't seem to be happening at least anytime soon. And of course, all of this has to do with the fact that we have this blocking high in the upper atmosphere. We're just looking at the surface map with this high that's sitting in eastern Canada. I mean, even here we're looking at temperatures that are in the low and mid 20s this morning, above zero. That is not what you would normally see in a more typical winter, or certainly if we were in a winter where we had that Arctic connection. WPC on their rainfall forecast map showing substantial rainfall across the lower Mississippi Valley into the Tennessee Valley over the next week. There are a couple of systems that are in play, and the liquid amounts are in the 3 to 5 inch range. So that is substantial. And of course, some of this is from today. Here in the Northeast and down into the northern mid-Atlantic states, we're looking at about half an inch to an inch. Once you get east of New York City, you see that band of purple there. That's on the order of about an inch and a half or more. So it looks like New England, southern and central New England, getting into more liquid precip. And we would also want to point out that at least for upstate, western New York, western Pennsylvania, we are going to have some snow issues, because I think we're going to see some rather active lake effect going on this weekend. And we'll start with, let's take a look at the NAM model. This is the very beginning of the new NAM model. It's only out for about 7 hours. So this takes us till 2 o'clock this afternoon. And you can see where the rain is still pretty far to the west. So we'll back up one here and just run you through this. And again, you'll see that those showers, this is at 10 o'clock tonight, where we've got showers now in eastern Pennsylvania and over to about New York City, and then gradually they sweep over Long Island. And also, you're seeing those showers moving in uh, during the evening hours across Maryland at around 6 or 7 o'clock across Maryland and down into southern and southeastern Pennsylvania and southern New Jersey. That arm pulls up. There's that second wave that develops. You see it there out well east of North Carolina, and it lifts northward. And at the same time, you're also seeing some snow up in upstate New York. And gradually during the day tomorrow and tomorrow night, we're going to start to see the lake effect increase in western Pennsylvania and right down the Appalachians. So you see that snow area there. It's going to be pretty active. And that low is slow to get out of the way. So we're talking about lake effect lasting into Sunday. And then another upper trough is going to swing eastward for Monday. And due to the fact that there's not a whole lot of energy with this, there isn't going to be much to speak of when it comes to precipitation on Monday. There might be clouds. I'll throw in the chance for a stray snow shower, but that'll be about it. A wave develops well offshore and then moves on out. Later next week, there's some kind of weak system. You see it here on Tuesday, moving across Kentucky and southern Ohio. It basically falls apart before it gets here. And then late next week, toward the end of the week, we've got another one. Looks again another weakish system along about Thursday, and then something a little more potent, but that looks to be suppressed to our south sometime on Saturday. The overall issue is, uh, folks, and snow lovers, we have too much blocking in the upper atmosphere. That blocking up in Greenland and in the Davis Strait toward eastern Canada is just absolutely off the wall. And as a result, you have what happens when you have too much blocking, and that is everything winds up getting suppressed to the south. So as far as temperatures are concerned over the weekend, we're looking at some leftover 40s for Saturday, and then we'll be mostly like we have been, generally in the 30s to near 40 by day, and temperatures in the 20s at night. And there will be some wind over the weekend too, so that'll make it feel a little colder. And other than that, there's no sign at the moment of any true Arctic air coming down anytime soon. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, Long Island's largest rock salt source, and also everything you need to get you through winter storms, be it shovels, snow blowers, or any of the ice melt products, snow and ice melt products out there, including Pedalo, which is considered among the best in the snow melting world. So check it out. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, 631-756-1125, omnitruevalue.com. No Joe and Joe weather show tonight or tomorrow, but we will be back Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time with our Sunday morning show. So mark it down, folks. We'll see you then.